Catfishing and Gear. Jim here today, Lake Moultrie, put into the hatchery, of course. I actually put in that hatchery and then come out to the left. This is the open part of the lake right here. You can see power plant that way. The boat landing is right back that way. And if you look at my fish finder, you can see it's really shallow all through here. And then there's a sub channel that runs and goes all the way out into the main channel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cruise down that sub channel until I start marking fish. When I start marking fish, that's when I'm gonna start dragging. I've caught some catfish shallow, but I haven't really been marking a lot of bait shallow. So, I mean, if the bait's not there, usually the catfish aren't there. So this should give us a lot of different depth changes. So we're gonna cruise through here. When we start seeing good marks, you know, looks like bait fish, and maybe some bigger marks, looks like catfish, that's when we can start dragging. So let's get going, see what happens. You can see we're starting to go into that. It's gonna start dropping straight down. So that was from about 5 foot to about 10 foot. Already starting to see a couple of small marks, but nothing good enough for me to stop. You can see we're approaching this other depth change. You can see we're sloping down. We're starting to move into this other depth change. And let's see if we see anything at about this 12-foot mark that looks interesting. Okay, we're getting to a 14-foot mark, and you can start to see, you know, you got some fish holding up in here. So this is right in the center of this little, you know, it's a sub channel that runs through here, and the center of it's probably the deepest point. So I'm gonna run it, and what my plan is to try to run it in the center, run 2 rods straight out the back, a planer board on each side, that way I can catch the whole thing. Because the sub channel is not that wide, it's more of like a ditch that's cut through here. So let's get things set up and see if we can get one. Bait, we got cut bait. This is gizzard shad. Cast it out. Actually, I'm just gonna toss it over a little bit and let the planer boards do the work. Okay, and I'm gonna put chicken on this one. I've got 2 rods that have to be re-rigged. Got snagged up on the last trip. The hook got snagged up. I mean, if your hook or your line gets snagged up, ain't nothing much you can do. Just snap it off. Okay, so we can put 4 out the back of the boat for now, and I'm gonna re-rig these others and get them out too. So we'll put cut bait on this one. So we got a cut bait on the inside and a chicken on the inside, and we'll have a cut bait and a chicken both on the outside. Just drop that down. I don't want to sling that piece of bait off. We're gonna put chicken on this one. Which is which? I think I got them mixed up, but we'll see what happens. I forgot to mention these planer boards last video. These are made by Uncle Lou's. He'll customize these things, whatever you want to say on the side, and they work really, really well. And he's a really good guy. I told him, you know, the clips, you know, would prefer maybe a different clip, and he said, hey, if you want a different clip, let me know. I'll send you a different clip. I mean, that's just the kind of guy that he is. So really good, easy person to work with. I'll put his you can contact him on Facebook. I'll put his description in the his info in the description on how you can reach him. I'm seeing fish and bait stacked up in this little ditch through here, so you know, hopefully they're gonna hit. This is the best marks I've seen on the fish finder in a while. Hope they're hungry. So it's a little cloudy starting off the day. I don't think it's supposed to rain. Not much. It was drizzling a little when I got here, but I don't think it's supposed to be much to it. This is south wind today, so that kind of blows back and forth across the lake long ways. North is usually, you know, across the, you know, the opposite way. But usually a south wind on this lake is usually that bad. You know, it's usually that north wind. That's what's a killer out here. So you can see it's a pretty good breeze. The lake's still slick. So if you're heading down this way and they say, you know, 15 miles per hour from the north, it's not gonna be a good day for you. If they say it's from the south, it's still doable. So just kind of keep that in your mind. So I want to give you a good look at these Uncle Lou's planer boards, what kind of a spread you can get with these things. I'm gonna kind of hold the camera up high so you can get a better look. I mean, that's a hell of a spread. I'd say a good 50-60 feet between the two of them, you know, on the outside. So I got them spaced apart about every 15 feet or so, something like that. So if there's something down there and we go across them, it's this opportunity for him to see a bait. So I really like them. They got a deep blade and they dig really deep into the water. That's what makes them work so good. Check out Uncle Lou's planer boards. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm wanting to see. Next, I want to see him on the end of this rod. So that's what I'm looking for. It's either a big fish or a submarine down there one. Gonna put chicken on this one. Looks like we got one. It's about 10:30 or so, and I drug a little ledge on the side of the this little sub channel I'm running, and it took my lines a minute to get back to the, you know, to it. There were some fish sitting on it. He feels pretty good. Feels pretty decent. Was watching a Hagen Grubbs fishing video to pass the time. Really good guy. Yeah, he's fighting pretty good. So like I said, it's about 10 o'clock. We do have about a half moon, so oh yeah, that's a good catfish. Oh yeah, a little bit bigger than I thought. Let's see if we can get this net on him. Whoa, buddy. There we go. Works better when the net's flipped the right way. There we go, nice catfish. Let's get the boat turned back straight. See if I can get him in the back. Got a little more room back here. Nice catfish. He ain't a monster, but I'm happy with him. He's probably maybe 30-ish, 30 pounds or so. He's got a grip on him, boy. He's got a bite. So maybe there's another one. Let's get him back in. You know what? I'm gonna get a length on him. Let's get a length on him too. So he's about 37 inches. So not too bad. Good catfish. Okay, bud. Back down he goes.